The ceremony
Perfect.
starts.
There you go, guys. Officially, I'm in the club. Life is complicated. Don't make it more complicated.
I like that. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sub 2 Club. Today we're here with Rafael Guerrero. Welcome.
Thank you.
And these beautiful cars here. All right, Rafael, which one do you want to talk about first? I feel like most people will like the RX7,
Yeah.
but I love your Tesla.
I guess we started with Tesla because
Sure.
it's a lot simple,
Yeah.
a lot more simple than that. The Tesla I got it a year ago as a daily driver. I had a Ford Fiesta ST as a daily. The engine blew up, so I needed another daily. So I drove a few of these before buying this one, so I was convinced of getting one. So after a year and about 20,000 miles, it's the best daily I ever owned. It's super comfortable, super quiet, super reliable, and super fast too.
This is a Model 3 Performance,
This is
right?
a Model 3 Performance 2022, old stock. I only have front brake pads, brake fluid, just to be able to lap and not worry about brakes. And I have a different set of wheels with tires when I go to the track.
Okay.
But everything else is stock.
So tell me about the tire setup you ran.
So when I set the record at buttonwillow and a wheel, it was with RX7 wheels because it's the same ball pattern. So they're 18x9 with 245 4017 B730 Kumos. And the Tesla did a 158.2 bottom-willow and 123.7 as wheel.
Wow.
So everything stock.
Everything is stock, just the wheels and tires, no brakes. I mean, they do come with
Front pads.
a little bit bigger. Oh, what kind of pads?
They're endless EX99.
Gotcha.
Because the stock pads are now. Though I went to bottom-willow with the stock pads and they overheated in one lap.
Oh man. Okay.
On sunrise, I just kept going straight.
Not good.
Not good.
So this car, almost stock, just tires, is sub 2 ready, pretty much.
Yeah, sub 2. I was not aware of the lap times for stock Model 3s. I posted the video on a Tesla group on Facebook, and then people from there reached out to me telling me that was the fastest stock time for a Model 3.
I believe it, yeah.
So I was surprised and interested at the same time. I'm very competitive.
Yeah.
So I started looking at the records at different tracks. So I went to Willow, and then last Monday I went to Laguna Seca for the first time.
Oh, nice.
I brought the Tesla. I tied the record for the Tesla. It did a 139.8.
Wow.
Laguna Seca. It was my first time, but I did my homework.
Yeah.
I did some research. I did a lot of studying. I did my homework, so I was ready. Even though I never been there before, to be fair, I did 1,000 laps on Grand Turismo, so that helps.
That
also.
helps, yeah. All right.
So yeah, the Tesla. That's pretty much it.
All right. Well, let's talk about.
and this is the baby.
Yeah.
This is the special one. This is a 92. Which is the first year right-hand drive JDM. I imported it from Japan 6 years ago. I picked it up at a Long Beach port, and since then I probably done 50 track days. And the car has been extremely reliable, no issues whatsoever. It runs well. I can drive it anywhere. AC works. When I bought it, it was all original, all stock. So little by little, I've been doing mods on it. Right now it has Shopworks USA coilovers with 1,000-pound front spring rate and 840-pound rear spring rate. It has 3-degree camber front and rear. It has a Rotora, a big brake kit front and rear. These wheels are 17x10 with a 255/40/17 tires. It has a front Racing B sway bar. It has a Recaro pole position bucket seat. Power-wise, the car makes 280 to the wheels on 13 pounds, which is almost stock. The stock is 10 pounds, so it's almost there. And that's it. The car is so much fun to drive. It was a little challenging because it's a right-hand drive. So shifting with your left is a little tough. finding third gear under heavy G-forces is tough. But besides that, everything else is fine. Everything else, the wheels, you know, everything else is the same besides shifting with your left. So yeah, that makes it challenging, but you know, it's no big deal.
And you haven't done buttonwillow 13 with this, right?
I haven't, but in theory, they should do a 56.
Okay. What have you actually done? Which track have you actually done?
I done a few competitions at Horse Thief Mile, with Toge to Track, the Toge Battle. I done a few of those events. The car did pretty well. He won twice. And then I done a lot of Streets of Willow. I also did some time attack at Apple Valley Speedway.
Okay.
The car did pretty well also there. Streets of Willow is doing 121, but I'm sure they can go to like 119 the way it is. So I'm confident. I'm doing a grid life at Streets of Willow soon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go for 19.
Okay. What tires were you running at the point?
The Bridgestone Potenza RX7 RS.
Okay, that's what you stick with, huh?
Yeah, that's a really good tire, and they last forever. Those tires have, I believe, 5 track days. I don't swap wheels, so I drive it to the track and drive it back. And I have 5 track days, and they still hanging in there.
Yeah, looks like it.
I wheel swap to 17 by 10.5 wheels for grid life. That's the only difference is gonna be for that from what it is now.
Okay.
You want to see the engine?
Sure. Let's do it.
The tiny 1.3.
Yeah, it looks almost stock.
Yeah, it's pretty much stock twin turbos. Just has a V-mount setup for better cooling. But yeah, it's pretty much stock.
Which one do you like more?
Oh, this is a lot more. Yeah, this is faster than that.
Right.
As the way the car is, this is faster. Any track, which is 92, 2022. That's that's a lot of years of
a lot of engineering.
Yeah,
progress,
and that's EV. This is 91 gas. So the fact that this car is faster than that's pretty cool.
So how did you first get into cars?
I first got into cars thanks to Grand Turismo 1. So this is 90s, late 90s, I believe. I was on my teens. And that's how I was aware of JDM legends. The NSX, the RX7, the Supra, the Mitsubishi GTO. And I just fell in love with the looks of this car. I didn't know at the time about the engine or anything like that. I just love the looks. And then fast forward to 2003 when I started driving. And I kept playing Gran Turismo, all of them. And then in 2003, I bought my first RX7 that I bought for $700.
FC?
NFC,
Okay.
yes. And from there, I started driving. I started going to the track. So I've been going to the track about almost 20 years.
Okay.
And then I just kept buying RX7s. This is my 15 RX7. They all run.
Yeah.
I love the car. I fell in love with the design of the engine when I first found out about it. I just thought it was so cool how it worked, and then the way they drive, they're driver's cars.
Yeah.
So I just love the car.
Okay.
And from Gran Turismo, Gran Turismo movie is coming out soon.
Yeah.
So when the GT Academy happened the first time, because the movie is based on the GT Academy and the winner of the GT Academy, I actually did the first GT Academy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I didn't make it to the finals, but I did pretty good.
Yeah.
I was feeling good about myself. So that was, I believe, 2007 or 2008, or 2006, around there. And then I just kept playing Gran Turismo. I still play now. I went to Laguna Seca. I didn't know the track, so I have 1,000 laps at Laguna Seca in Gran Turismo. So I felt comfortable, even though I was never been there before. And I keep practicing. I'm very competitive. I've been instructing at the track for about 4 years,
Okay.
and I'm pretty comfortable now driving the track or driving at a high speed. I'm very comfortable. So I always push, and I'm always in the pursuit of the perfect lap. Always.
Do you have a favorite track?
Yes. Before Laguna Seca, my favorite track was Buttonwillow, but Laguna Seca is just so much better in every single way. The track, the surroundings, the atmosphere, the weather. I mean, it's just so much better. By far, my favorite track so
Okay.
far that I ever been to.
All right.
I love it.
And what's the plan with the two cars you have? Or you have more cars, but
So yeah, I have a Civic Si and FA5. For the RX7, I'm just gonna swap, get those wheels, and that's gonna be. Oh, actually I forgot. I'm doing bushings. I'm refreshing the bushings on the whole car. That's gonna be done in the next couple weeks. It's a 31-year-old car, so I'm pretty sure those bushings are tired. So I'm replacing all the bushings, new wheels, new fresh alignment, and that's it. Should be good to go.
okay.
For the Tesla, in the meantime, it's my daily driver. I don't want to compromise my comfortable ride at the moment. Eventually, I'll think I get some coilovers, some sway bars, some control arms, get some camera in there, and the car can be even faster. Yeah, so yeah, nothing crazy. I'm, there is people who have cars, but they spend a lot more time in the building process or building the car rather than driving the car. I'm the opposite. I'm all about driving. The car cannot be sitting for more than 2 weeks. It cannot be. I need to drive the car. So I don't go crazy with mods and working in cars. I have to be driving the cars. I'm a driver, not a builder. So this is a right-hand drive. This model is called a Type R in Japan. In the US, it's called an R1, which it's a little lighter than the regular version. It's a hardtop. It has no airbag for the passenger. It has cloth seats. The JDM cars come with rear seats. The US cars don't have rear seats. No one can sit in there, but they're there. That's a 320 millimeter Momo steering wheel.
Okay.
The engine is a stock, transmission is a stock. I have a short throw shifter in there. Diff is a stock. And yeah, the car without a driver weighs 2680
Okay.
with a full interior and a working AC. And what else? That's a Mazda Speed Wing on the
Okay.
rear.
Of course, some plastic pieces are missing.
I keep breaking those.
It's a RX7.
My elbow goes there, so I replaced it 3 times already, and I just keep breaking it with my elbow.
Is it easier finding right-hand drive parts?
No, it's not easier. It's about the same. When I bought the car, a few pieces of the interior were broken.
Yeah.
So I actually replaced most of the interior myself, little by little, piece by piece.
Yeah, the wing was a Mazda Speed. You
So
said?
yeah, so that's a Mazda Speed Wing.
Okay.
I really like how it looks.
Oh yeah.
And the exhaust, it's an HKS, a high flow exhaust.
Okay.
Full exhaust, 3-inch, a straight pipe.
Very cool. What kind of hood is this?
This is an Aria Mimia replica hood.
Okay.
The car gets pretty hot at the track, so I needed some better cooling. So I got it about a month ago.
That's the fiberglass one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. How's the engine been?
The engine is being extremely reliable. I'm I'm amazed how good the engine. Because every time I drive the car, I redline shift every gear, and like I said, because of the temperature, that's basically the only issue. The car gets hot, but besides that, I drive it to the track, I race it, drive it back. I drove it to Vegas. I went to Apple Valley Speedway, about 3 hours away. No issues. The car is awesome.
How many miles or how many kilometer/mile does it have?
Yeah, the car has about 110 miles, 10,000 miles.
Okay. Original engine?
Original engine,
Wow.
yes.
Okay. So there you guys go. Hating on rotary engines.
Yep. That rotary.
I've seen some failure myself too, but that's only if a certain thing was not done properly, I feel.
Yeah, well, there is also a factor when you start going into making a lot of power, then that brings issues. Yeah. This is pretty reliable with 280 horsepower to the wheels, but like I said, this is fast enough.
Yeah, yeah. Are you interested in like losing more weight?
Yes and no. There is a few things I can do, nothing crazy that I can lose some pounds. But I think I'd rather focus on me driving the car. I'll get more performance from my driving than losing a few pounds.
Very good. And you talked about the cooling temperatures. What temperatures are you seeing?
I usually stop when temperatures get to, I'll say 230.
Okay.
About 230 coolant temperature.
Coolant.
I don't have an oil temperature gauge, but I just go based off coolant temperature. So when temperature gets about 230, I stop.
Okay.
And that usually happens after 3-4 laps, depending on the weather.
Yeah.
It is because the factory twin turbo is cast iron. It's a very old technology, and it's attached to the aluminum housings. So that generates so much heat. And when people go with a single turbo, which I might do it later, you get a single turbo. Now the turbo is away from the actual engine.
Yeah.
So it's better cooling.
Got it. You've kept all the vacuum lines stock? Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty simple formula then.
Yeah,
so,
very simple.
Yeah.
I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
I
just want to go drive.
I just want to drive. Yeah, exactly. I want to drive. I want to practice, see time. I rather spend more time on learning the car, learning the track, and going fast than focusing on modifying the car.
Okay. All right. So what are 3 things that you have to do or you would recommend doing before going to the track?
Brake pads, brake fluid, and tires.
Okay. All right. So why brake pads and why brake fluids?
Just because of the braking. Once you're on the track, you are going a lot faster than the street. Your braking it's pretty hard. If you don't know upgrade those 2 things, you will overheat your brakes, they will fade, you will go off the track, and you might even crash. So that's really a big factor why you should do brake pads and brake fluid, which is what I did to the Tesla.
Right.
Brake pads, brake fluid, and I just did the front pads. That's it. And obviously the tires, they will help and to go fast,
right,
and to be more comfortable.
Right, right. So you run a business called PB Tires.
Yes, I mostly do high performance tires.
Okay.
I just know so many people in the track world, the canyon world, that I'm always busy. I'm always. But I don't just sell tires. I also, because I'm an instructor and I have a lot of years of experience, I'm also helping new drivers.
Okay.
With advice and what to do, what not to do, things like that.
Okay.
And yeah, PB Tires on Instagram.
Yeah. So if you guys are looking for tires, PB Tires, and hit up PB Tires.
Yep.
So Rafael, what does Sub 2 Club mean to you?
Sub 2 means an achievement. Means that I was able to do something that is not easy. That's always self-satisfaction, and also that means that you are part of the fast group, which is always cool.
All right. What things about life do you learn through cars?
Keep it simple. Life is complicated. Don't make it more complicated.
I like that.
Yeah, and it's same thing with cars. Keep it simple. Don't go crazy. Don't start building don't touch every single knot in the car. Don't do it. Drive it, get faster, be a better driver, extract everything from the car, then you start modding it.
I like that. Very good answer. Any last thing you want to say?
Thank you for having me. Thank you for showing these two beauties. You know, they're so different from each other. 30 years apart. When the RX7 came out, no one imagined that 30 years later, a car like that will exist. And look, now they're standing next to each other. Both of them fast on their own way. Pretty cool of the times we live in.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next one.